Hey folks, it's Johnny Keeley here, and today we're going to take a not sponsored look at the Shimoda Action X70 and then talk a little bit about the Shimoda Action X system. Before we get into it, if you're new here, consider hitting the subscribe button, and if you enjoy the video, hit the like button. The thing I love about the Shimoda system, or any customizable system, is that you could meet someone with the exact same bag and even the exact same inserts, and they could be using it in a completely different way. You'll notice that this bag is a lot dirtier than it was in the intro to this video. I only took this out once, and that's kind of the point. Personally, I use my stuff in a very rugged way, so I need rugged kit to protect my gear, and I tend to really use things. They get dirty and they get wet, so that is one reason why I chose this particular bag. But first, let's look at the outer bag, and then we'll look at the core unit inside. So this bag is big. It's around 30 centimeters wide by 60 centimeters tall, and it weighs just over 2 kilograms, which is noticeably light compared to my previous bag, which is the Tamarack Expedition 7. This is Shimoda's biggest bag. They have an X50 and an X30, and then they have the Explore editions previous to this as well, which are all designed slightly different. It has a roll top for the top storage section, and the camera section opens via the back. So when you open it like this. And that's good because when you lay it down, you lay the front of the bag in the wet mud, and it means that, you know, these sorts of camera straps, they tend to soak up water and things, and it just means that it stays drier. And it also means that it's harder for someone to access it without you noticing. You know, you're really going to know if someone tries to get into here. So the main part of the bag is made from a really light ripstop material that's actually, it's really light, but it feels really, really strong, and it has accessory clips all over the outside of the bag. Then you have these straps all the way around to attach things like tripods or other hiking equipment. It actually has hip straps. They are removable, and I took them off straight away because my old bag didn't have that feature, so I wanted to take advantage straight away. There is a huge section on the front of the bag for quick access to things like a raincoat or something like that, and then the large storage at the top, which is the roll top, and that's actually expandable, because if you roll it all the way up and then clip it, you've got that extra storage in an emergency. It has two large pockets on the outside. You could use those to hold the tripod legs, or something that's going to slip down, you know, for example a monopod or something like that, something that's easy that's going to slip through these straps. You just put it into the pockets on the side, or you can hold, you know, to be honest, anything you can put in a pocket, you can put in those pockets. There seems to be three types of zips on this bag. There's the big strong zip for your camera stuff, then there's these really watertight ones at the top, and then the side zips have slightly different ones as well. And the one thing that struck me about this bag is it is very, very well made, which you would expect for the price, obviously. And so finally, the straps, you have these two pockets on the straps. This one is perfect for a mobile phone or something, and then this one here has this sort of collapsible system, so it gets a bit bigger once you open it, and you could maybe put some water in there or something, you know, camera batteries, anything that you need quick access to. Another really particular reason why I chose this bag is you can see the strap gets quite a bit thinner at the top. Now I use the Peak Design capture clip for my camera, so you can hold it while you're walking, and this will fit it here. There was a few other camera bags which I saw which had quite large straps, and it didn't look like the capture clip was going to fit on it. So we've looked at the outside of the bag. I'm now going to take the core unit out and show you how that works, and then I'm going to look at how I pack the bag just with the core unit. So this is the core unit, and this is how I've got it set up. So what you can do, you literally just take out the core unit like this, and then I'm going to put the bag to one side. Now, just to be really clear, this is how the core unit came. Pretty much, I've made a few modifications, but this is the large DV core unit, and I shoot on mirrorless, but it'll make sense in a minute why I chose the deeper box. But if you shoot mirrorless or DSLR, you're probably better off with the mirrorless or DSLR core unit, which is actually a little shallower, so it's not quite as deep. The deep box only fits in the X70, which is another reason why I bought the X70 as opposed to the X50. But just to be clear, I'm actually going to completely redesign this and then do another video on it once I've got it how I want it. But this is how it came, so I'm going to show all the gear that's in it right now. So that extra depth is useful because, for example, I can fit This is the Sony 70-200 f4, and that sits in vertically. Here, I've got the Mavic 2 Pro, and again, that fits in vertically. Here, this is my Sony camera, and I have, don't worry, there is a cap in there. This is the 20mm 1.4, the Sigma, and with the body on it, so that fits in vertically. And you can see it's huge, it even fits in there with the L bracket. So even though I'm shooting mirrorless, a lot of the stuff I've got is huge, and there's a reason why I carry this stuff. This is the Sony 85 1.8, and I've just got that sat on a little filter case here. Yeah, it's just, as you can see, just Amazon filter case, just got a whole bunch of stuff in it. And then that sits in here. And again, it's not ideal at the moment, but I'm making use of that extra depth by stacking things up, soft things on soft things. There's the controller for the drone. In this pocket here, this isn't ideal because it's gone right to the bottom, but this is the Insta360 One R. Got loads of videos on that if you want to check those out. I'll put something up here or there, whichever. So the plan with this kit is to have everything stacked too high where possible. So for example here, I took the divider kit, and what you can do, this is the divider kit. This doesn't come with it, I bought this separately. What you can actually do, if you see these dividers here, you can fold these wings back. Sometimes you have to really press it when it's brand new. So now what you can do is you can stick that to the one side like this, and then that acts as a flap like this. So now I've got, you can see what's in there, the lens underneath and one on top, which is what you can see just here. So there's a, what's in there, 16-35 in there, and then here is the Sony Nifty 50. It does go that way, but it kind of rattles, so I've put it in that way round. So once I've redesigned this, I think I'll have a lot more of that kind of thing going on. Now Shimoda do have their own accessories case, but this is where I store, you can see there's a huge gap there. Now this is where I store everything, all the small stuff. So if I just open the top like this is not Shimoda, this is just a cheap accessories, you know, gadget case off of the internet. So here is all the cables I could ever need, and then here I have the Sony battery charger. If you don't store your cables like this, it is an absolute game changer. And then the second pocket here, I have the drone charging stuff and 2 big power packs, and then all my Sony batteries are in there. I want to store these inside this box, but that's just where they are for now. So this is all the power stuff that I need. And this will just sit in there like that. So what it means is if I get to a hotel or something, I can just take this out and the camera out, and I've got everything I need. I won't need to go back to my bag. So that's how I've got it at the moment. And this is going to probably change a little bit. I'm going to try and use all of these dividers. This is quite a nice one. This is a pocket that you sits on the side like this, and then you can put stuff in there. I'll probably use that to put all the toolkits and stuff in there. And then we have a few corner units. I think those sort of go like this, so you can store stuff. If you can imagine, that's the corner of the box. That's going to slot in there, but I do really need to redesign it. And I will probably buy some of the smaller core units as well to go in there as well. And I'm just hoping I didn't make a mistake by buying the DV core unit for a mirrorless. As you can see, the lenses I have are pretty big and heavy, and I don't like to leave the house without them. If I'm going to spend, you know, 500 to 1,000 pounds on a lens, I really want to take it with me, because I don't like having expensive equipment sat at home, not having photos shot through it. So the final thing with this core unit is it comes with a bag like this. God, it's heavy at the moment. So what you can do, you slip this on like that, and then you zip it up. So now you have the core unit like this. So this you could take onto the plane with you, and you've got all your stuff with you as carry-on, and then the other things you check as luggage. So that is the core unit. There's one little bit that arrived yesterday. So you can see I have all my accessory cases here. I can't remember exactly what this is called, but this is the sort of roll-up pouch, and it's for all your cables, accessories. You know, you could put filters in there, all sorts of stuff. But I found I like things to be completely separate so that I can really see what I've got. I wouldn't want to leave without a particular USB cable or something like that. But I did buy this. And the funny thing is, this is actually probably twice the size that I thought it was. I was hoping that I'd be able to put it into one of these sections, but this is huge. But actually what they do is they make it so that it's all the same size. So even though it wasn't what I expected, it's actually really well designed. So that could go in there, and likewise in the bag. And if you really wanted to separate this out, it would slot in like that way as well. So I haven't really tried this yet, so I don't want to tell you whether I like it or not, because I don't know. But as with the rest of the bag, it's very, very well made. So that is my Shimoda Action X70. For some of the bits that I've got in here, I'll leave some links in the description. My plan is to take all of this out, redesign it how I want it, and then we'll head out into the woods or something and we'll do another video, which will be what is in my camera bag now. I'm also going to do a video on all my past camera bags, because like many photographers, I've got through so many different bags. I've kept them all because they all have strengths. The main reason I bought the X70 is because I want to be able to carry hiking stuff, camping stuff, as well as my camera gear, and with the Expedition I can't do that. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. I don't just do gear reviews like this one, I do all sorts of other videos, mainly centered around photography and video, and some social media stuff as well. So if you want to see some of those, there will be 2 on the screen right now, and if you want to hit the round circle in the middle, hit subscribe. If you do that, I will see you in the next video.